All rise. You may be seated. Thank you, Honorable Judge. Hope you're fine.
How are you doing?
We are here again. And thank you, Honorable Judge, for this chance. We are in court case number 145108586, and is about house help maltreatment, Honorable Judge. And here we have Gloria Mudeu, step forward, as the plaintiff, and Jane Nyambura as the defendant, Honorable Judge. So, Honorable Judge, Mudeu here claims Jane Nyambura is a con woman and deceiver. She says that Jane's agencies did not adhere to the deal and instead used her for she claims she did not receive any penny as she worked in the Middle East in the name of agency. Is the one receiving the money. That's all, Honorable Judge.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Fundy. Let's get it on. Hello, how are you doing, Gloria?
I'm doing
Sorry
good.
for what you had to go, but let's get to know you first, kindly. Tell us who you are and...
I am Gloria Mudeu, just a simple girl who lives with her grandmother in Makueni. I came to Nairobi in search of a job.
Okay. And what's your education background?
I studied in Makueni. I have lived with my grandmother. I came to Nairobi because I was looking for a job because my grandmother cannot afford to take care of me, so I had to look for my way forward.
Enough, but all I ever wanted was to know about your education background.
I studied in Makueni Primary. After I completed, I went to Makueni High School, but I could not join the university because my grandmother could not afford to pay for my school fees.
You had a good score. What was your score at the O levels?
I completed my high school with a B.
With a B?
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations. Afanye unasikia watu wamesoma?
Hata mimi nimesoma.
Sikusema hujasoma afande.
Yes.
Okay, so after you finished your O levels, you moved to Nairobi. How long did it take before you moved to Nairobi?
2 years.
Oh, 2 years.
Yeah.
So after O levels, you stayed at home for about 2 years and then you moved here.
Yes.
What does your grandmother do?
My grandmother is an old woman. She does not work. She can't hear.
So she just at home. She can't hear?
Yeah, she lost her sense of hearing. I only speak with her through sign language.
Excuse me. Oh, okay. What about your parents? I don't hear you refer to anything about, mention your parents in any way.
My parents are dead. I lost my mom when she was giving birth to me. And as for my dad, he was bitten by a snake. He was not able to survive. He died at the spot.
Oh, sorry. Good, I think we can hold there as we get to know the good lady you brought forward. Madam, tell us why she brought you.
Thank you, Your Honor. My name is Jane Nyambura. I'm a businesswoman. I run a house help agency and I'm an agent.
No, okay.
Yeah.
You run house help agents. You do manage them too, or you're just an agent of you?
No, I manage it. I'm the owner.
Not the bureau, not the agency. After you've got whoever you'll be working with, okay, you get them a boss or you get them a place of work, employment. Do you manage them or you're done with them? That's it.
I don't manage them, but I follow up just to find out how they are coping in their various places.
So you're trying to tell the court you're a caring lady. You're
yes,
a caring
I am.
Agent.
Definitely.
Okay. Well, there is more they'll give you, don't tell the same. And so, where is your bureau situated at?
In Ngong, where I reside.
Oh, you reside at Ngong, and
yes.
It's about Ngong area. Okay. And how long have you been working as an agent?
From 2008.
2008?
Yes, to date.
Time and up to date. Okay. That means you've got a few ladies or house helps pass through?
Yes, in the thousands.
In thousands?
Yes.
Okay, in thousands, like she mentioned, well, yeah, we'll get there. So yeah, in thousands, so you say. And nobody's ever complained before?
No, this is the first time I'm getting a
Could
complaint.
it be maybe you intimidated them, they didn't have the guts to bring forth their case, or maybe...
Your Honor, even when you look at me, do I look intimidating? I'm quite a caring person.
Some of us have a few faces. Like if I happen to meet with my friend, they think I'm outgoing. If I hang out with my kids, they think I'm very caring. When I come here, I don't know what to think about me, but there are people who think I'm cruel too. So it depends which face I pull on the occasion. So, you married?
No, I'm a single mother.
You're a single mother. A single mother of how many?
Of two.
Of two. Boys or girls?
A boy and a girl.
A boy and a girl. How old are your kids?
My firstborn is 17. My younger one is 12.
Your younger one, okay. Okay. And you're living with both your kids?
Yes.
I'm not getting personal, but I wouldn't mind if you could tell me or tell the court how come you're single, just for knowledge.
Your Honor, I lost my husband in the post-election violence.
Okay, there are two kind of losses. I think there's one I should go for, but I don't want to take things just for granted. When you say you lost your husband, you lost him like he never came back home, or he died? He passed on?
He passed on.
Oh, okay. You know, with this post-election,
Yes.
unalolipotea kwa IDPs. Unaweza kuwa mzee alipotea akashindwa kurudi nyumbani. It's okay. Sorry about that. Pole kwa hayo.
Pole mami.
Asante.
Pole tu.
Afande na maneno. Okay, and good. So, and how long? Oh, you said since 2008. When did you lose your husband? So that is during the skirmishes, and that is 2007.
2007.
2007. So 1 year later, what were you doing prior to that?
I was a housewife.
Oh, you had been a housewife.
Yes.
Okay. Muteu doesn't seem to agree with everything you say. So basically, let's go back to you. Muteu, tell me why you bring this lady to court and what you want the court to do for you.
Your Honor, as I said, I came to Nairobi in search of a job. And when I arrived, I happened to meet Jane here, who offered to stay with me at her bureau as I searched for a job and to be able to have my own place to stay. And then when I was staying with her, she came up with this idea about Saudi, and she decided to help me with it, and she promised me she will take care of everything. That includes my visa, that is my passport, and even every other expense.
So, Gloria, kindly tell the court how you encountered or how you met your boss, your friend, your
When I arrived in Nairobi, I was looking for my direction to get to Rongai. It's when I met her to ask her.
And that was about in town, the CBD?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was asking her about how to get to Rongai because I was new here and I knew no one.
Okay.
So she asked me if I knew anywhere, and I knew anyone or I was going to stay with anyone. So I told her I was just looking for my way forward to get to Rongai and look for a job. And she decided to...
Wait a minute. I want to get a little more details on that. You know, I don't just meet somebody and they start asking details about me. What do you call this place?
Where?
This place.
Which
It's
place?
called?
Which place?
Kanairo.
Kanairo. Oh, yeah, Kanairo.
So here you don't go giving out all the information. So I would like to know how you go to converse with her to the extent you opened up to tell her you're new in town and so you approach her. Hello, hi, I'm trying to find my way to Rongai.
Yeah.
And
I told her, she asked me where I was going to. I told her I'm looking for my way to get to Rongai.
how would she ask you where you're going to if you're ready to ask her for a direction? That means you know where you're going.
No, we met at the CBD.
Yes.
Yeah, and I said hi to her because I needed help. I asked her if she could assist me to get to my she could assist me get to work and get a car to go to Rongai.
Yes.
And then it's when she asked me if I'm going to a relative or something, but I told her no, I'm just coming to Rongai to look for work, any work, even as an house help, I will do. Then it's when she decided to tell me to go to her to go with her to her agency, and she would lend me a place to stay as I look for work and stay.
Oh, okay. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, you get it?
I get it.
Yeah.
So the prey came to the predator.
Exactly.
And I don't say this in bad terms. It's like, that's your job. That's your line of duty. So she just came and offered you, I am for this, and that's exactly what you do. Yeah, so,
And I saw a young girl who needed help, and as the mother I am, I
as
opted.
a mother,
Yes, I'm a mother
as a
figure.
mother or as a businesswoman?
First, I was a mother figure because it was a young girl.
When you saw her, you saw like
a young girl stranded in town.
Of course, your younger sister. And then, no, I don't. She doesn't qualify to be your daughter. I don't know how old you are, but okay. So you see a person who can assist, and there she is. Pop. I'm looking for the job, exactly the kind of job you offer.
Yes.
Okay, and then what happened after you told us? So you cancelled your trip, go to Rongai, and you decided to join her?
No, funny enough, she was going on the same direction.
Oh, she was going the same direction?
Yeah.
Okay, so you boarded, you used the same vehicle?
Yeah, so when we got to Rongai, since I had told you I have no one and I know no one in Nairobi. So
but you are going to Rongai, who are you going to see in Rongai?
Actually,
have you ever heard of Nairobi? The only place you know is Rongai. And you are going there. And you are seriously going. Yes. Until you reach Rongai, start looking for how Rongai is. Yeah.
Because what is with the Rongai?
See, Rongai, Rongai, people think that there are jobs. There are jobs there, yeah.
People think
Rongai is, is a very good place. It's good.
It's not bad, Afandi.
Yeah. But that is a second what, town?
Afandi, we're here to listen to her.
Yes.
So let's listen to her. Don't confuse her. So you were going to Rongai. What were you going to do in Rongai since you didn't have anybody?
Okay,
in Nairobi?
Actually, I have a friend of mine who I went with the same high school, and she stays in Rongai because she came to school. So I did not communicate with her for a week, but I told her when I come to Nairobi, I will come to her place. And funny enough, when I got to Nairobi that day, I was not able to contact her because I don't have a phone at that moment.
You didn't have a phone?
Yeah. But
you're coming to see somebody, you haven't called them that you are coming.
Ni maisha mashambani tumezoea, you come, you'll just find your way when you get to Nairobi.
I can understand.
Yeah.
How does it maisha mashambani? Well, sometimes life kicks you so hard that you just want to do something that you don't know what is the thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. Exactly. So you meet Miss Madam Jane here, and she tells you she offers this kind of jobs, and you think it's an opportunity. For you, this was a God-sent moment.
Yeah, but she really didn't tell me what kind of a job she does. The reason why I went with her to her agency, it's because she told me she's only offering me a place to stay as I find a job so that I can move out.
She didn't tell you she'll find you a job. No. She told you
she's offering me a place to stay as I look for a job and have my own place.
Madam Nyambura, can you kindly respond to that? Because you say you have an agency, and there you are, you're not coming forth telling this potential person to your business. I don't know, I can't call her client.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out the right name to call you. And then there you are, you found somebody who you think you could work with, or who can be of some substantial purpose in your place or in your business, and you don't tell her what you're doing.
Yona, at first I didn't tell her, I agree, because she looked like she knew where she was going in Rongai. So when she got stranded, because naivety, she didn't have a phone to call anyone, so I offered for her to spend a night at my place as she locates her friend.
You people, this case is a little confusing. You say she looks stranded. You've told her, oh, you're going to Rongai, yeah, I'm going the same route, and you bought the same
Yes.
vehicle,
Yes.
and you're off to Rongai. Then you alighted at the same stage?
No, we didn't alight at the same stage.
And how did you realize or know that she was kind of stranded?
I questioned her while...
Oh, you had a talk?
Yes, we had a talk on the way when we were going to
Which
Rongai.
you didn't mention. So you kind of started bonding and kind of knowing each other?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's when she mentioned about her high school friend,
Okay.
who they've not been in touch with,
Okay.
and yet she's planning on visiting her.
Oh. Okay.
Yes, so when I realized she actually doesn't know the place, that's when I offered her to spend the night at
Or
my...
you offered a shelter place to stay
Yes,
for
yes,
the
Your
night.
Honor.
Okay. So it didn't pass your mind like, this one is a good sell.
At that point, no, but I slept over it and thought about it. Overnight, then in the morning, I spoke to her about it.
Did you see her as a potential good for you, or you thought, oh, thanks God, I have a chance to do something good?
No, I saw her as a desperate person who needs a job, and that's what I do. I give people jobs.
And that's how you make your money?
And
so
that's where I make my money,
the
and
reason
they
I'm
make their
asking
money.
This is because there are times we do things because, oh, poor girl, I'll get you somewhere.
Yeah.
But there's like, this one is Shajipa.
Stock.
So for you saw her just like your kid sister and you wanted to help her.
Yes.
And she spent the night at your place.
Yes, she did. She didn't spend a night. She stayed at my place.
What we're still going through. This is the first night together, the first day you met. So she stays the night at your place, and in the morning you get to know each other better.
Yes.
By this time she's told you everything about herself.
Yes.
And you've already placed her somewhere. You haven't opened up to tell her that you are an agent?
I opened up in the morning when she told me.
In the morning. Why did it take you so long?
She needed to rest, Your Honor. You don't just open
No,
up
but-
at night.
No, Madam Nyambura. I for me now that's a red flag. You should have told her, oh, lucky you. This is my line of duty.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but
No,
I
you
thought
don't
she
have to be
needed a
sorry to me.
break.
Or you're here because something went wrong, or something needs to be aligned. So you don't have to be sorry. We'll find out what is to be aligned and what went wrong. So she wakes up and you tell her you also do agency.
Yes.
And
she asked if I could place her somewhere.
okay.
Yes.
No, she's lying.
What happens?
Actually, as I've told you, she told me she'll offer me a place to stay as I look for work, as I look for a job to do. And
Oh, she didn't tell you I'll
She
find you a
didn't-
job. She
everything
told you
she-
as you find yourself a place.
yeah, she didn't tell me anything about what she does.
But, Your Honor, it's easier for me, who has experience getting her job, than a girl from the village getting herself a job.
I'm getting there. That's what I wanted to ask you. How do you expect to find a job and you don't have a phone, you don't have contacts?
But Your Honor, when I came, she didn't tell me she gives anyone jobs or anything.
Oh, she
of
didn't
the
tell
sort.
you?
Yeah, she was only offering me a place to stay for a couple of
And
weeks.
what happens the following day?
Okay, the following day, I stayed at her place for several weeks.
Yes, I'm asking about the following day. I didn't ask I'll ask you about the duration. We are getting there, but first of all, tell me. So you spend the night and the morning come and you have breakfast, or I don't know how it went down. You had a talk again.
No, we didn't talk about anything. She told me to stay there until I find a job. Then a couple.
To stay at her place.
Yeah, she didn't tell me about anything.
To stay at her place until you find a job.
Yeah.
Her place is not a town or a city. It's at max 100 bedrooms, but she's not telling you already working.
At the bureau, there were other several girls.
Wait. You're taking me already to the bureau. I'm asking you. We've woken up. We're still at home. We had breakfast. Did she tell you prepare? We need to go somewhere, or
No.
she told you hold it home? I'll come back.
She just told me she's going for work. She'll come back. I will stay there, look for a job, and when I find any, I let her know.
How do you understand what's confusing me here?
You see, maybe if she tells her, stay there until you get a job, maybe inside she's saying, until I give you a job. You understand? Yeah, yeye mwenyewe anajua.
I found that that's a smart thought, but I
Yeah.
wanted to think what she was thinking.
You
I wanted
see-
to understand what she was thinking.
Oh, yeah, I think by that time even she's now.
That's what I want to know. For her, maybe I was to ask her that too. But what I'm asking you is, somebody lives in your house, her house, and tells you you can stay here until you find a job, but she doesn't tell you utatoka saa ngapi, what time are you leaving to go look for a job? Can you start looking for a job next week or anything? They just tell you stay here until you find a job.
Your Honor, I couldn't ask such questions kwa sababu sina mahali pa kuenda, so ningekaa.
So for you've at least something was solved.
Yeah.
You have a shelter.
Yeah. And she's in Rongai.
Oh, Madam.
Yes. Yes.
Madam Jane.
Yes.
So the morning come and you leave your guests and you go to work. Why didn't you go with her to work as to offer an opportunity and also an opportunity on your side, like if somebody comes, they might like her?
Your Honor, I think Gloria is a bit confused.
Okay.
I didn't leave her in my house. We spoke that morning. That's when she narrated to me about her grandmother and her being an orphan.
Okay.
And that's when I told her what I do.
At that point, you
Yes, I told her what I do.
and told her what you do.
That I run an agency
Okay.
for house helps.
Yes.
And I went with her to the agency because remember we were in the house.
The following day.
Yes, in the morning.
She's lying. It was a week afterward. After I told her I have not
For
yet
the
found a-
for the 1 week that you had moved in with her, you stayed in her house doing the house chores, but she
Yeah, I
didn't tell-
helped out because singetaka kufukuzwa, sina mahali pa kwenda. So I
No,
just
no. We understand all that. Not only. No, it's not at auna malipa kufukuzwa. It is courteous you staying with somebody and you're not providing. Then provide some services.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
was-
saying?
yeah, I was
And if
doing
you
the
have
house
money, then you
chores.
share the bill. So you come out, buy something.
I was
So
doing the house chores.
so you just stayed in the house, doing the house chores.
Yeah. Then after a week, it's
Or
when
maybe she was practicing to perfect
Yeah.
her oncoming trade.
Mtu wa kurehearse. Yes.
Alikuwa na rehearse job. Okay.
At that point, sana, umesema firstborn ni kijana?
First morning.
Just asking.
So, Madam Mudeu, you say it took her 1 week to tell you what she does,
Yeah.
and you say you went with her to the bureau the following day.
Yes.
Okay, so she left you and stayed there for 1 week.
Yeah. After,
Did you ask her, now that I'm here, what is the plan?
yeah, that's when after a week,
Have you tried to contact your friend in this time?
I asked for her phone and I tried to contact my friend, but she told me she's not around. She was not in Rongai, so we will meet when she comes back. So I had to just.
So it might
stay
have
there.
been played by your friend. Well, that's not the issue. The issue today is Madam Nyambura. Miss Jane,
Yes.
Gloria says that you didn't go to the bureau with her. Kindly remember you're under oath.
Yes, I
She
know,
might be
madam.
naive and all that. She might be a villager, but what's the truth?
I went with her to the bureau the following day.
And do you have a house girl yourself? Do you have a house help?
Yes, I do.
Does she?
Yes, she has a house help, but I was helping the house help out.
Oh, so you are the assistant of the house assistant.
Let's say.
Yes. Vitu
That's
zinaenda haraka.
okay. It's good. At least one will wash, the other one will lens. I understand. I know that. I see.
Mwingine anapika, mwingine anaonja. At least wanasaidiana.
Okay. So, Miss Jane,
Yes, Your Honor.
so you went with her to the bureau the following day and you tried to put her in the market.
Yes.
How long did you people stay together?
It was more than a month.
More than a month?
Yes.
Before this Saudi thing comes up?
Yes.
It was more than a month?
No, I stayed there for weeks, but after the first week, it's when she told me that she has an agency where she helps girls to get work. But she really didn't tell me anything to do with people traveling, going anywhere, no.
How long did you stay at her place?
Couple of weeks.
Couple of weeks,
Yeah.
making about how many weeks?
A
Two?
month plus, no.
A month plus?
Yeah.
So exactly what she
That's
said.
what I said.
But
She
she
said-
had not told me what you do by then.
You see, after 1 week she told you,
Yeah.
And I believe it was a relief to you, like, wow. So this was,
Yeah.
but on the other hand, maybe you thought, and why was I not told from the start? Well, maybe you didn't think that. It doesn't matter for now. So you told her, or she told you, so after this 1 month, I want to understand, have you contacted your grandmother back home?
No, I didn't talk to her because I didn't want to bother her. She's sick and
And she's deaf as well.
yeah. So
Did you send any money back home?
I was not working, Your Honor.
But did she never put, understand your fate and maybe put something in your hand?
No.
Or pocket? Miss Nyambura, did you not have, you said the sympathy that you have a daughter, you have a sister, a younger sister with you. Did you not keep going on and think, poor kid, what she's left home, and maybe just to give her a taste of her sweat, or for you found?
Your Honor, as much as I'd have loved to, the grandmother at home, what means would they have used to do that? She doesn't have a phone, I can't send money.
No, even before the phones came, we used to send money. There is a way. Maybe a neighbor has a phone.
We never spoke about neighbors.
You're a very authoritative woman. The way if I told this the way you spoke to her, I can see the intimidation. And then, so did she ever get you a place of work, a place to work here in Kenya?
No.
So in the whole time you've been here, you worked in her place.
Yeah, I just helped
Did
out.
you start going to the agency for exhibition? Because, or what would you say? Human beings can't be expedited. What do you say? Whereby you just go. At the bureau, I think they just hang around there, and then you come, you say what you want. Then how does it work? You got some girls stationed at your office, yeah?
Yes.
Did you ever go with her at the office to wait?
Okay. Mine is different. I don't go with them to wait there. I advertise and tell potential clients that I have this number of girls and this age bracket, and this is what they're looking for. So now the clients contact me, and if I have something within that bracket, someone within that bracket, now I organize for an interview. Yes.
I find that's how it works.
Yeah.
Last time I checked, last time I've ever been in a situation that I needed a house girl like instant. And I found the girls there. I just went to the bureau and I was
You found them stuck there?
Yeah, there were a few. And I was asked what I'm looking for, and by that time my daughter was young, and I told them, and so...
Oh, you were also there looking for...
Order.
Oh, sorry.
Or looking for what? I was looking for a house help. So I went, and there were girls there. After I said what I wanted, I was told, if I can let you see and know, and because anyway, I don't know how things work anymore. That's way back.
But people have upgraded, like Madam Jane here.
Okay. Yeah. So if I want a house girl like right away, I'll have to wait.
Not really, you'll have to wait. You tell me what you want.
Yes.
I look at if it matches with what I have. Then
Right.
if it does, then we organize for an interview. You need to
Maybe
interview the
tomorrow
girl.
or the day
Or
after.
even the same day. If we've spoken in the
You
morning, we
just
can
call
do an
them and
interview
tell
in the
them
afternoon.
there's a chance, there's a potential.
Yes.
Okay.
But no, you have to interview them and see if it fits your requirements.
Yeah, that's what happened. That day after I said what I wanted, I was given a few, I don't know, 3, 4. And then we just did the interview with the agent, and
you got away with one?
I didn't get away. I got one. Oh, God. I got away. Anyway, so coming back to you, Miss Jane. So, as Mudewia was working for you back home, you were still trying to find her somewhere to work.
Yes, I was trying to find her somewhere to work, and she was not working for me.
Now, let me get to the base of this. How do you get your money? You get your commission from the potential boss or not potential because he's already paid, he has to pay. But do you get the money from the person she's going to work from or from her? From
Let me
not
say-
her as model, from
Let me
your-
say both ways, because I get my commission from her, the girl I place to go work somewhere,
Okay.
her first month's salary. There's a
Okay.
percentage I get from that,
And what percentage are we looking at?
25,
25%.
Yes.
And the boss pays 25%.
yes,
So what happens is you get 50% upfront, the boss goes with her,
yes,
then the boss will get the 25
From her salary.
25 from.
yes, from her salary.
It hasn't changed much. I think it was the same even then. Okay. And so you didn't get somebody to do it, Modeu. Were you comfortable that maybe you got a house help for nothing, you just feeding her? Just asking.
No, I already had my house help. I didn't
Yeah,
need
but now
an extra hand.
with two things are done easier and better, maybe.
Not really, because I don't have young kids who need a lot of attention.
Okay, so
Yeah.
basically for you are helping and also seeing the potential of business.
Yes,
Okay, and you are staying in Kenya, you can't complain much. You say you stay together for close a month or more?
Yeah.
Okay, so that one no complaint. The complaint comes when she helps you fly out of the country. And the country of destination was
Saudi.
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Okay, and tell me how it happened.
When she told me about, when she came up about the idea to going to Saudi Arabia, she told me she'll take care of everything. That is my passport and my fare and everything will be on her. So I agreed.
No, you're too brief. I like somebody who gives me a little details. Miss Jane comes home and tells me there's an opportunity that she's found for me in Saudi Arabia. She tells me the advantage and the disadvantage. You have to let me know what, or she just told you you're going to Saudi.
No, everything she told me was positive. She didn't mention anything negative. And the fact that she told me I'm going to her friend who is a Mzungu, I wouldn't say no to the opportunity.
So you are going to a Mzungu in Saudi?
Yeah, that's what she told me.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're
she
there. I know they're there. They're there.
Wako. Sina hata wewe karibu kwa mzungu.
Afande, please, it's only I can't tell you to go lock yourself in. So, she told you she's sending you to a friend of hers.
Yeah.
But you knowing she was working with the bureau, okay, fine, she can have friends. And she told you, what are the terms? Did she tell you terms?
No, she only told me that when I got there, I have to work more harder and my salary will increase if I put more efforts in my work.
Okay, you'll be appreciated.
Yeah.
And so you agreed on a salary?
No, we didn't agree. She told me I will talk about it with the employer when I get to Saudi.
Are you taking advantage of her naiveness or what? Why would you not tell her what salary? You didn't ask what salary you're flying out for?
She's not the employer, so
Yeah, but she's the agent. She's the one who tells you this is the package, this is what you're going to go through, this is what you're going to do for me, this is what I'm getting out of it.
as I've told you, I was desperate for a job and I don't know how
Desperate doesn't mean
these
to be, I don't want to use the word stupid, but it's only a word that stands out to be used. It doesn't mean you be like all vulnerable. It doesn't mean, you have to know your way. Why you, even so, as desperate as you are, if I met you and told you, yeah, I was looking for a house help, and I take you in, you would be like, I was just desperate for a job, I got something going. Why you not to ask me, sir, Mzee, you are taking me to your place, what would be my pay? When do I go off? When can I go see my people? You know, those are things you negotiate no matter how desperate you are.
It was my first time looking for a job, and Your Honor, she told me that all she will take care of is my means to get there and the transport, and she told me the rest I will discuss.
There was no
with my-
contract, she didn't...
No.
Madam Jane, please explain that. Can you tell the court what's going on here?
there was a contract, but contracts are between the agency and the employer, not the employer and the girl.
You don't tell your...
I tell when you ask, I'll answer, but she didn't
There's
ask.
no contract for her to say, I've accepted the deal.
No, the contract for her to accept her deal is just a contract stating that she's accepted to be given work through my agency,
Yes.
but it does not talk about finances.
Oh, but you tell her verbally.
Yes, if she
And
asks.
for this case, you didn't tell her.
She didn't ask.
Miss Jen, are you joking? Are you kidding me? She didn't ask. Is it not your duty as a person who comes up with a proposal to tell her, no, Mudeu, it's going down this way. I got your job in Saudi, and this is how much. You even went to the extent of telling her that she's going to work for your friend, but you didn't tell her how much she's going to work for.
I answer what they've asked, Your Honor.
Did she ask you whether he's a Mzungu, whoever she's going to ask for to work for?
She asked me what race the person is.
And that one you quickly answered. But the paper you didn't want to talk about.
Because she didn't ask, Your Honor.
But your purpose is you're a bridge to somebody's kind of career or a way of earning, employment, and employment is about the salary. I don't think you are so kind to her as neighbor as she was. You should have told her that now Saudi is a big better, it's a big figure, you'll be working for this. Out of this, you should be explaining these things. Or for you, the more naive they are, the better for you. It's easier to get a big chunk of not very good money, That's not a way to earn. No, that's not a way to keep up with the business.
No, I don't. The figure doesn't change. The percentage doesn't change.
Are you sure? No, I'm afraid too. I think you take advantage of
No, it doesn't, because there's a contract between
you and the employee.
Yes, the employer.
What about? Oh, the employer.
Yes.
Back there. Yeah, but what about the employee? Where does she get to know her rights, or what's for her?
When she gets to her destination of work.
Please excuse me. You leaving your country to go work in a foreign land without knowing what you're going to work for? No, don't look at her. Look at me and answer me.
Yeah, because she didn't ask, Your Honor. If she'd asked,
No,
I'd have told her.
I think they are. Anyway, so she got your job.
Yes.
And she told you, did you ask her how you're going to get your passport, or she told you?
She took care of everything.
Did you ask her? Because she says she only answers what she's asked.
No, I didn't ask her about the passport.
But
she
she
told
told
me
you.
she'll get me ready a passport and she'll pay for the transport.
No, I'm asking because she said she answers strictly what she's asked.
Funny enough, she didn't ask about that.
You didn't ask, but she told.
Yes.
That's true.
So you told her, I'll get you the passport.
Yeah, because clearly if you're going outside the country, you
Wait,
need a passport.
you don't have to tell us that, we all know. And you told her, I'll pay the expenses of the visa and the medical part of it and everything.
I didn't break it down. I told her I'll facilitate.
I will facilitate.
How you get to Saudi Arabia.
Which you did.
Yes, I did.
And did you tell her she'll meet the expenses from her pay?
No.
You left it at that.
She was not getting the expenses from her pay.
I thought you were going to cut from her pay. And
No, that had been sorted by the client.
Oh, the client had sorted that.
Yes, that was not coming
unless you
from.
come out clean saying that you didn't meet the expenses of that. So you facilitate, but you say the client facilitates all that.
Yes.
Okay. And you get her the passports and you organize for her to fly to the Muzungu in Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
And what happens?
She gave me a phone that I would use to communicate.
She got your phone too?
Yeah.
Okay, to
Just
talk
a
to
small
her.
phone, yeah.
Okay.
So when we got at the airport, our passports were taken away.
No,
and
from
the
which
phones-
airport? In Saudi Arabia or this one?
No, when we got to the airport, Kenya, when we were going out.
By who?
Your Honor, when we got there, the agency that she was working with is not the same agency that took us to the airport. So our phones were taken away and our passports, and they gave us some funny clothes to put on. They call them abaya.
Wait. And that's still in Kenya?
Yes.
I disagree.
Okay, explain.
How do you even travel, board a plane without a passport?
No, I was left wondering that.
Yeah, you must have a passport.
No. Sometimes when you're traveling in a group and there's somebody responsible of that, I don't know. Maybe it's your arrangement of this.
They were not a group, they were two girls.
No, from your agency we were two girls, but at the airport we met other girls from different countries.
Different countries?
Yeah.
And that is, wait, there's something you haven't answered me right. Mother, I'm asking, when was your passport taken away from you? at the Jomo Kenyatta International Airport or in Saudi Arabia?
Jomo Kenyatta National
When
Airport.
you are still here,
Yeah.
somebody told you I'll assist you and give you different clothes.
The agency that took us there.
Okay, you're taken there. That's a bit complicated because that one even might force us to get to understand what's going on with the immigration. But now you get to Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
You were taken to the client who you were supposed to go to?
Yeah, when we got there, a van came and took us and dropped each one of us at their employer's house.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you meet your boss, your new boss?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, tell me what happens.
Funny enough, when I got there, I did not go to Mzungu's place as she had promised me.
Okay.
So when I got there, it was a married couple, a man and a woman,
Okay.
who was I was supposed to work for. They had 2 kids.
And
Both
they
of
were
them were
natives
boys.
of Saudi.
Yeah, they're from.
That means they were more Arab.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they had 2 sons who were old enough.
Old enough is what age? About my age?
Old enough to marry.
Yeah, how old is old enough? Old enough to go to school, maybe.
They were done with their studies.
Okay.
Yeah.
We could have said estimated age, 25.
Yeah, 25 to 30, somewhere there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you went to work for them.
Yeah.
But your purpose was work, it wasn't the age. So what happens?
So when I got there, the first time I tried to contact her to let her know that I've gotten there, but she did not pick her phone. So when I was there, I went through a lot of hardships.
No, wait. Why do you rush to the hardships? I want you to tell me, when I got there, I wanted to know my salary. So I spoke to my boss, asked my salary. I was told this is my salary and this is how it will be paid. And we agreed on that. I started working. And then the hardships will start coming in when you're working.
The first month.
Or for you, you just continued as you continued when you were back in Kenya, staying with her and working without knowing what's next for you.
No. Oh, okay, when I got there, the employer told me the first month, I'm not going to get my salary. They are going to watch on how I do my work so that they can rate my salary.
Your first month, you're not going to be paid. They will be trying to rate what will be your salary.
Yeah.
Miss Jane, I have a feeling you know this, that's what will happen when they get there, because why did you not tell her of a figure and then she gets there, then again the same case. We are not telling you what's your salary, we are going to rate your work. And it's to their will. They hold the yardstick. So you might work 24 hours and they say, that was not so good enough, I'll pay you of their choice. Did you know her salary as she was living?
Yes, I did.
How much was she supposed to be earning?
80,000 Kenya shillings.
80.
80.
80.
Yes.
Afande usiwache kazi, wale zacha kazi uende huko.
Hayo ni kidogo. Hayo ni kidogo sana.
80.
80 kidogo. Mimi nafanya project moja ni 100. Sisi acha kazi juu hiyo.
Project moja ni nini?
100.
Project gani hiyo?
Hiyo ni ingine tu hapo. Tusiingilie sana.
Afande.
But it's legal, It's legal. You go fit. And apart from this job now, I have side hustles.
Sitaki kukuanika sana, acha hiyo utanieleza zaidi. I didn't know you do such. Yes, so she was supposed to be earning 80,000. Was she supposed to get her whole package as 80,000, or was she supposed to pay any taxes there? Was she supposed to pay any maintenance, any fee? Was she supposed to be...
No, she was supposed to get her full package
Oh,
into
really?
her bank account.
Yes. Did you have a bank account?
Yeah, which she helped me open.
Oh, so you had a bank account back home?
Yeah.
Which she helped you open? Okay. And?
Funny enough, the salary did not get to me.
But it was here in Kenya. Were you buying your own food there, or were you getting...
No, I was fed everything, but when...
Sheltered, everything, the maintenance was there?
Yes, I stayed with the family that I was working for.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, did you have working hours, or you were just working like
24 hours.
You can't tell me you're working 24 hours. You are 24 hours on duty call, but work was...
Okay, I used to wake up at 4 in the morning, make food, make them breakfast and clean up in the morning. And I used to sleep at around 1 after everyone was asleep, yes.
But in the afternoon, did you have like naps or something?
No.
Maybe you can say, I used to work until 10, I would take a break and then come back midday, start cooking for organizing lunch. After lunch, then I would wash dishes. Then there would be a break until evening.
No, I was not allowed.
So the working hours were working hours. You stay up until?
And from 4 in the morning to 1 a.m.
Miss Jane?
Yes, Your Honor.
Kindly, had you told her all that she was to expect ahead of her?
This is the first time I'm getting to hear about her working hours. She
And
never got to me.
What happened with the, or that was another one of your beats that you told her that she was going to work for Mzungu?
Oh, the Mzungu is a friend of mine, that's true. And her mother was ailing, and she's the one who needed help, but unfortunately, she passed on, so the Mzungu didn't need help anymore.
Oh, so sincerely she was going to work for Mzungu?
Yes.
But something happens, and then...
And then now,
we didn't need... You just fixed her for another...
Yeah, she needed a job, Your Honor, and there was an opening.
And you also needed to do your business. I'm sure you were getting something from, sending her
Yeah, I was still getting her percentage.
Okay.
Yes.
So from her boss, you had been paid the percentage she was supposed to get?
Yes.
Okay. So, how long did you stay in Saudi?
For 1 year and a half. 1 year, 6 months.
1.5 years.
Yeah.
1.5.
Yeah.
The only person you have contact in Kenya with at all this time was her?
Yeah.
Did you ever get to speak to her?
No, because I tried calling her several times until it got to a point she switched off her line, so I could not even contact her.
And the boss in Saudi tells you your salary is being put in your account in Kenya?
Yeah.
Did you ever ask whether you can get to be paid your money like your salary?
She told me according to the agreement she made with her, my money was supposed to go directly to the account.
And so he was not to pay you cash or... Yes. Madam Jane, was that the agreement?
As far as the account is concerned, yes. As far as contacting me, Your Honor, I would like to say she's lying because she just said everything she had was picked at JKIA. So how was she contacting me?
This case gets a little complicated. I will never know who was to tell the truth or who was to lie. So you stayed there for 1.5 years?
Yes.
Yeah? That's 18 months?
Yes.
18 months. Okay. 18 months. And after your 18 months, how did you get come back to Kenya? Your contract was over?
No, I escaped.
What do you mean you escaped? Were you a captive? Were you a slave? What were you? What do you mean you escaped? Escaped from what?
Okay. When I got there, as I told you, the employee of the house had two sons, and they tried to take advantage of me and demanded to...
I find that you're a very intelligent. Okay.
So they took advantage of me several times, but I couldn't tell anyone because I had no friend. I could not communicate with anyone from home. So even the man of the house, he also took advantage of me, and I could not tell anyone because I tried to reach Madam Jane and she did not pick up my phone.
And who has your passport at this moment?
I don't know.
So you are there working, but you don't know where your passport is.
Yes.
So, and how do you escape?
Funny enough, one night I called my other colleague, the girl who I told you we were with from her agency. And when I talked to her, I realized that she was going through worse state than I. So
worse than you were going?
Yeah.
Alikuwa anachinjwa.
Noma.
So
Hapo ni kazi kwa vijana, pesa kwa wazee. Yes.
at around 2 a.m. that night, I tried to escape, and when I got at the gate, the watchman also told me I had to give in into his demands so that he could also allow me to leave.
So you managed to get back home.
Yeah, I was able to get
When
to
you escaped, you found yourself in the street, got yourself to the embassy,
yeah, and
and they
helped me
brought
go
you back home.
Yes.
And on return, what happens? Did you get your money?
No, I went at Jen's place, and even the guards there were they treated me rudely and told me
And they had known you from,
They said they didn't know me.
but they had known you.
Yes.
Miss
And going
Jane,
to check into my account, there was nothing.
first things first. Did you give her money on return?
This is the first time I'm seeing her after she came back.
But do you have her money?
It's in
Her
the-
money was supposed to be deposited in the account which you helped her open. Have you checked the account?
Yeah, I checked and there's nothing, even a penny.
So you mean you have 0 shillings in the account?
Miss Jane,
Yes, Your Honor.
what happened to her money?
Your Honor, I'd like the court to know that this girl was reckless while working in Saudi, so her monthly pay was always being deducted the damages she caused in the house.
What damages?
That's the information I got from her employer, that she always broke
Your
very
Honor, she's
valuable
lying.
items.
Your Honor, she's lying. I didn't break anything.
And
So the employer had to compensate themselves back, and that had to come from her salary.
which, that means she was working for, after working for nothing for you, she ended up working again for nothing in Saudi?
She didn't work for nothing because she ended up having an affair with one of the sons, so she stopped being an
No,
employee
that's a
and
lie.
became a daughter-in-law.
She confesses in this
Your
course a
Honor,
very
she's-
bitter confession that she was taken advantage of, even the
Your
man
Honor,
of the house.
how do you explain getting into a strange land and the first thing you notice is the age of the boys in that house?
Well, I've already noticed your age and you have just met you. We're not even living together.
She must have shown interest.
You're lying. And you know what you're saying is a lie.
Please. Please. Miss Jane, before we continue this case, I find you got a case to answer. I don't want to make my judgment right away. But before we continue, I want her 18 months of 80,000 every month deposited in their said account, and she should have all her documents, her card, her ID, her passport, no attachment whatsoever from you. I want that attended like yesterday before I make any decision, because I feel there's a chance with all your arrogance and your riches and whatever you're living, I think you're taking advantage of our desperate daughters, and you got a case to answer. But first things first, I want her 18 months salary deposited in her account. I won't tell you to pay for the days you stayed with her. 18 months of 80,000 per month deposited in her account in the next 2 weeks. And then I want you back in this court with your satisfaction that that money is being deposited, come with a statement, and then we'll think what is right to do. That's an order from the court. In 2 weeks' time, we'll continue. We'll take it from there. After the money is deposited, it doesn't have to keep as it is. You can spend your money as you want. You can go see your mother, eat your money.
Yes.
But I want to see you having deposited that money. Right? And that's the order of the court. We'll see each other in 2 weeks' time. Then as we think what is right and just to be done. For now,
All rise.